Welcome back to another trade. Well, this isn't really a trade recap, but it's a little market recap of today. Today I missed this trade because I was taking a shit. And it's just unfortunate as that. I'm going to recap the day. I'm going to go over my analysis and all that good stuff. And then I'm going to go over my mindset of what I'm thinking after missing a trade. After missing a trade that I was going to take. Like, I watched it play out on my phone and I just wasn't logged into TradingView, or I wasn't logged into Tradeovate on my phone. And I missed the trade. I put the position tool on and I wasn't able to take the trade because I was in the bathroom taking a shit. And you know what? It's gonna fucking happen sometimes. Like, now I know I need to be logged into my phone. I need to be logged into Tradeovate on my phone if I'm gonna go take a shit. But we'll get into all of my mindset on missing a trade after we go through the day recap and why I even thought this trade was valid. So firstly, we're going to zoom out, go on the higher time frame, 4-hour time frame. So coming into the day, I had a bearish bias. Here, let's go ahead and replay and remove some of this. I'll leave that. Coming into the day, I had a bearish bias. We had an SMT at this high. We had displaced down. Yesterday we had displaced down, put in this big bearish candle. We had then come up, retraced, and started to fill that big bearish imbalance. But we didn't push through it all the way. Instead, we kind of just filled it and continued to hold it and then started to push down from it. So we put in this bearish SMT. ES did not take this high. Clear this. Hold on. ES did not take this high. Well, NQ actually did take this high. Not even equal highs. NQ did take that high. And then we got a 1-hour change in the state of delivery. And an inverse fair value gap. So in my head, first thing I saw was this. And I'm thinking, okay, we're probably going to draw to this low. And possibly also all the way down to expand lower. On the higher time frame, we had just swept out this low. So we didn't necessarily need to go here on a higher time frame, but we could possibly have gone there. But my pretty confident bias was these two lows, and on ES we were already pretty much there, which leads into a bullish SMT later in the day. But starting off, we push down. Oh, wait, hold on. Do this. This. Okay. Market opens. We push up. Right before market open, we push up. I think we put in an SMT here. Yeah, oh my goodness. We put in an SMT. ES takes this high. NQ holds below it, puts in a bearish SMT, and I definitely would have taken this trade if we didn't fucking pull down 50 points, 60 points in a single candle. If we didn't do that, I would have taken this trade. This looks absolutely beautiful if we just did something like this, and then we did this instead, but there's no way I can enter this trade, so I was just being patient from there. Then, so the 15-minute, then we take those lows, take this low. We don't actually take this, I kind of spoiled it, but we don't actually take this low. We put in a bullish SMT. Bullish SMT gets put in place. Okay. And then we start to have bullish order flow. I was looking here. I thought we might put the change in the state here, but we come down one more time hold that bullish SMT, start to push up, we get displacement, and also we put in an internal bullish SMT as well. Internal bullish SMT, ES does not take this low. We have the external bullish SMT with ES taking this low. And look at this generated buy side liquidity up here. This looks very clean. We have equal highs, and I was looking for this trade to target all the way up there. I might have even got stopped at break even, but this is the trade that I wanted to take. It was on the change in the state, the 1 minute change in the state. Right. We wick down, tap back into the order block. My stop I put at this low, but that's such a wide stop loss that even this target up here would have been 2.79 RR. But I probably could have shrunk a little off, maybe consequent encroachment somewhere in here for a better RR, but I put my trade like this. Like I said, wasn't able to take the trade. Would have loved to take this trade. I thought it looked beautiful, but couldn't take it. So from here, I was waiting. We had a 5 minute change in the state. I was looking for some type of manipulation to enter this later. Why did you do that? Hold on. I was looking for some type of manipulation, retrace into the 15 minute imbalances, but we kind of just push up. And I was looking for a possible long around here, but nothing looked clean enough. And then we came down. But yeah, that was the trade that I missed on the day. That was my my daily recap, my overview of the day. But now I want to talk about what are my thoughts, what was going through my head when I missed this trade, and trying to think as a profitable trader. What were my thoughts? So emotionally, I was a little bit frustrated, but I really couldn't be mad about it. The trade I saw played out. We pushed up from where I wanted to see us go. I put the position tool on the chart where I wanted. I would have taken the entry, but unfortunately I couldn't do that. So I did everything else I needed to. I did every single thing else I needed to, and I wanted to take the trade, and I would have taken the trade, but I couldn't take the trade. So that trade probably would have passed my funded account. I'm not going to lie. I probably would have passed my funded account in that trade. I'm one win away from passing my funded account. So what I could do is tomorrow morning I could have this FOMO from missing the trade today, and then tomorrow at market open, take a stupid fucking trade just because it looks kind of good, and just so I can pass my funded account. I can have a negative mindset and be frustrated and angry that I missed that trade, and be feeling emotional instead of waiting for a good setup. I could do that. The version of me a few months ago, not a few, but a year ago, would have done that. But the version of me now thinks, okay, I have two ways of thinking about this. I can either be negative and have FOMO and I can be frustrated and angry, or I can just look at it positively. I had the right analysis. I saw it. It played out. I did what I needed to, but because of some other outside circumstances, I couldn't actually take the trade. Okay, I did my job. There's a lesson for me to learn in the fact that I need to be logged in on TradingView on my phone. But why would I make that affect the rest of my trading this week and this month? Because I made a silly mistake. That is something that I can learn from. Why would I let that affect my overall decision making within the markets? That's kind of what I'm trying to get at, is you have two ways of thinking about a mistake. You can either think about it and hold it negatively and have it weigh at your decision making and your trading for the rest of the week, the rest of the month, Or you can look at it not necessarily positively, but you can look at the good side. You can look at what you did correctly. What you did what you needed to do. But there was this one little mistake that you made that you can change on. So change that little mistake. But keep your trading the same way it is, because it is effective. You are going in the right direction. The right direction. You are doing what you need to do. You just made a stupid little mistake. But don't let that affect your entire trading. Don't switch up your system just because you missed a trade because you're taking a shit. Don't do that. Keep the same strategy. Stick to what you're doing. You know it works. You fucking know it works. You know it makes you way more money than if you start forcing trades. So, the answer is pretty clear. And that's where my headspace is at. That's what I'm thinking mentally right now, and what I have been thinking for this whole day because I missed that trade. So that's all I have for this video. Hopefully you have gained something positive from this. Hopefully you've gotten some value from this, and you can look at your problems and your failures a little differently instead of being so frustrated about them. But that's all I have for this video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.